Hey, hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. You know what? That screen doesn't work because I'm using it for my OBS, but I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research. But of course, let's dig in. Hey, hey, everybody. I'm Nemesis. I got Crypto McKella with me. Yo! Yeah. Yep, plan B. Just a pinch. Sup, Peter Stone? At least we got somebody here. And I know that we got Raven Sky in the house. Yo! What's going on, guys? Looks like we got some people showing up now that we are live. Yeah. So as we're waiting for everybody to show up, of course. Unfortunately. Yes, hopefully all the sound, let us know if the sound is horrible, let us know if the video is bad, just because we had to switch gears last minute, make sure that we were streaming tonight. Right, we got our mining family here. Right? Cheers, guys. Hells yeah. And for anybody out there, you know, for those who aren't partaking in any drinks, yeah, guys, I got you. Uh-oh. Sherry's saying, or my wife's saying that she can't hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you just fine. Hold on. Let's see here. There we go. You know what? They couldn't hear you whatsoever. Again, some more of those technical difficulties, because I normally don't do this off of my own personal channel, so I had the desktop audio off. Yay! Nice. That was me.
Yay! Well, hopefully you can hear me now.
Right. Live, uncut, raw, and uncensored, as Peter would say.
And straight to the firmament.
Yep.
So, Peter says on his last beer, like I was saying,
well,
Danny
if you're
Skywalker.
on your last one, you need to get a few more.
Like I said, Danny Skywalker, if you really want to know what's in my cup, Agua, H2O, water.
That high quality H2O.
Ice cold.
Right.
She says, yo, the wife says all good now. So,
yes.
We're cleared by your wife that I am heard. The world can hear me.
Life can go
Sorry,
on now.
everyone, for the technical difficulties that I was saying earlier. But no one heard me. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Right, most certainly.
2018 is coming to a close.
Heck yeah.
We got 2 days left.
Yeah, yo.
2019 begins, so y'all won't see our pretty faces until next year.
Yo.
I had to get the joke out of there and out of the way.
Right.
Right. Well, Peter Stone says he's got Russian vodka. All right.
Woo! Good choice. I have me some of that Bacardi Lemon, and it goes great with some of the blue raspberry juice. But yeah, let's definitely get in.
No, she asked for the stream link.
Oh no, your boss doesn't have it.
I know.
That's messed up, man.
I know.
Dude, not like this, guys.
Shots fired! Shots fired! I can't hear it, but I hope y'all are enjoying that. I'm gonna enjoy it later when I rewatch this.
Right.
Trying to copy the link and it won't let me. Whatever phone. Anyway, 2019 is coming upon us. Sorry.
And definitely smash that like button, guys. Definitely.
Dude, smash it. Smash 2019. Smash for a new year, new beginnings.
And if you guys can't tell, I've got a new stream deck, dude. This thing is amazing. I love it. I don't have to, like, I feel so much more organized. Yes, Peter. I wish it was the blueberry lemonade. I have that in the mail.
Man.
Crypto Mom says that she's sending me some. I've already purchased it, so she's going to be sending it to me very soon. Very, very soon.
I'm all out. I drank all mine. It was great with tequila. Just throwing that out there, everybody. It's good with vodka too, and I don't like tequila or vodka, and I would drink both on an everyday basis. We'll mix with that blueberry lemonade. It is that good. And I love it in the new bottles. It's real cool.
Yes.
They hold up, the stickers hold up very well in the dishwasher, Crypto Mom, so you know. They're still perfect.
Right, they're awesome. But definitely kind of going over the whole year. I mean, this year flew by, man. I don't know about you, man. It's like, I turned my head and half the summer was gone. Turn my head now, and it's after my birthday, and it's like, wow. Yeah.
I mean, and you know, and I got kids, so time flies by enough like quickly as it is, and it seemed like this year just like flew by. I just got into like crypto and mining this year, and I'm like, what?
Same here.
The year's already over.
Right.
Oh, okay.
One year of mining. I mean, that's just amazing. I mean, it's like out of the whole year of mining, what was your biggest learning curve for you?
Switching from a traditional like Windows operating system to like running on a flash drive, running SMOS, and then running HiveOS. HiveOS is a learning curve. For sure, I learned that today. Everybody, I will have a video for y'all. Probably posted on Monday. I set up CPU mining, so I'm dual mining on my
Peter Stone just said he's gonna get into the game soon. Yo,
I know. Me and Peter Stone have been talking.
Oh,
yes, I love it, dude. But yeah, so I've now dual mining on my Hive, so that was a interesting learning curve. Had to run 2 different miners on HiveOS, running for my GPUs and my CPU on this rig. So that was a little bit of a learning curve, and I'm gonna have a full video on that, because if you don't know what you're doing, man, you'll never figure it out.
Right.
Luckily, I wasn't going in completely blind, but nonetheless, it took me a minute to figure it out.
Hey, can you pull your mic just a pinch away?
Away?
Away, just a pinch, yeah.
Is that better?
That's perfect. Perfect, right there, yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Peterson, looking forward to that video. Yeah, for sure, dude. It'll be up. I'm gonna record it tomorrow, and it should be up. It should be up either by tomorrow night or Monday morning. I usually upload overnight since my upload speed's kind of crappy.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier that way.
It makes it easy. I just leave my laptop on and just let it go and go to bed.
You do leave the Ethernet cable plugged in when you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Totally, dude. Because I know you like to run that stuff off of wireless, just like you'd like to run everything off of 120.
Yeah. Whatever you say, dude. Yeah. 220 coming to a house near you.
Right.
2019.
Right. 2019 and 220.
So he says very hard to pick. So I'm assuming that last beer is kicking in.
Yeah, very nicely too.
Very hard to pick what miners to buy and what to mine. It's not that difficult picking what to mine.
And it's not hard to figure out what equipment to get. I mean, just look at what I was grabbing, not what he was grabbing. I'm just, shots fired,
Don't listen to him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, AMD or NVIDIA, I mean, you really can't go wrong. They're both gonna both perform exceptionally well. And then it's just figuring out what protocol you like, that also the equipment that you got is effective with. I mean, for me, I've been doing a little bit of speculative mining with some of that Raven coin, and seeing how easy it is to get some of that. It is very GPU friendly, so
yes,
can't go wrong with that.
Sure.
You know, I've been kind of sitting there checking out other algorithms and checking out
chipping away.
Yeah, just chipping away. You know, you always gotta broaden your horizons. You never know what's around the corner that's going to be nice.
Don't keep all your eggs in one basket.
Spread
them out.
Yeah, that's almost like that Bitcoin private, right?
Speaking of Bitcoin, sorry, shitcoin private.
Yeah.
We're not on DCTV, so I'll drop an F-bomb.
Right.
I was actually on my wallet 2 days ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna withdraw it out of my wallet, and I'm gonna send it to an exchange, and I was gonna trade for Ether, just because I'm tired of looking at it, and it doesn't seem to be like it's gonna do anything anything good other than be a shitcoin.
Yeah. You can watch it
so
devalue over time.
Yeah.
You can watch it even devalue like the U.S. government too.
Oh no, dude, hey, you're gonna get your channel banned again, dude.
Oh no! Oh no, not like this, guys.
Shh. I tried to withdraw my Bitcoin private out of my wallet, and it wouldn't let me. So there was a network error.
Oh.
I cannot withdraw my Bitcoin private. It is stuck in my wallet.
That sounds like a
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
The server was down. The dot was red. Was not connecting to the host server. Yeah. How about that?
That sounds like a huge conspiracy.
How about that? Not saying that, you know, it's good financial advice, but I wouldn't invest in that.
Right. I would like walk
Hey,
the
we need
other
one
way.
more person to smash that like button, and we'll be even with our total of watches. That would be fantastic. Oops, someone left. We're 100% on like to watch views ratio right now.
And Peter Stone just said, if we had free electricity, what miner would I go after?
If you had free electricity, dude, go after like an ASIC or an FPGA.
I'm about to say,
eat a lot of power.
I'd be going after those FPGAs, you know.
Like I showed Peter Stone the other day. There was an 8-card rig for sale. Like, you know, someone's getting rid of it. You know, and it was 8 RX 580s. So you know, you're pushing like 250-ish, a little more, a little less. You know, depending on the card. You know, mega hash, and you'll be running that much power. But you could get like that new what was it? It was like the Black Miner F1, like the new single card board that everybody was discussing in Data Lord's channel. $1,300. It's the same price as that 8-card rig.
Or you can, or you can,
a whole lot more hash power.
Right. Or you can sit there and look at the Acorns FPGA, and that one's got a $4,000 price tag. It's a little hefty, but in the market right now as it stands, it should ROI in like 8 months.
Yeah.
That's today's market, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
So whenever we go into a bull run,
a good run up, it ROI like that. It's just if you don't sell your coin, you probably ROI immediately.
Yeah.
If you just hodl it and don't sell it, you ROI anyway, like by itself.
Yeah, Peter. Even though the price might be a little ridiculous, but it's up there because of the fact that it's an equivalent of running a bigger
what's up,
GPU.
Life Size Box?
Yo!
Thanks for tuning in. I see you're driving. You can't chat, but we'll chat to you.
Right,
What's
right.
up?
We'll just put into that sexual mining into your ears.
Be safe driving home.
Right.
Or wherever you're going. Maybe it's a beer run. I don't know.
Right. That's legit, yo.
Do not text me and don't message me and tell me what you're doing.
That was legitness.
I don't condone your driving and texting.
No, not at all. Safety first.
Yes, it is a ridiculous price, Peter Stone. You know, I 100% agree.
Yes.
It is pricey. But you're talking about a good piece of technology that is better than a GPU and way better than an ASIC because you're not limited to one thing.
Right.
You're going to be getting, you're going to be spending more hash power or more power, you know, which is okay in your case because you don't have any electricity fees.
Yo, Bit Native, what's going on? Thank you for showing up, my man. We were just talking about that shitcoin private.
Yeah, dude. It's definitely a terribly great investment.
Right. It was a great first mine.
like I just told everybody else, if you want to get your wallet like frozen right now, yeah, it's the great coin. I can't withdraw mine, so.
Nope. I got 50 of those things locked up in a wallet too. Love it.
Yeah. Good job, shitcoin private.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, you know, you're gonna be spending. It's gonna be more wattage, but you don't have an electricity bill right now, so it doesn't. That won't matter to you. But the best part is that you're gonna be getting like the quality of like a technology in itself to change your algorithm. You know, kind of like you can with the GPU. You can change your algorithm, but you're gonna be getting like the hash power of an ASIC.
Right.
It is the best of both worlds.
Right.
If they both had a baby, and they met, you know, and they had a baby. Yeah, that's what the FPGA would be. What they produce.
Well, the FPGA the FPGA is used to make the ASIC chips.
Yeah.
So it's basically a reprogrammable ASIC machine. I mean, if you really want to look at it in its basic format. It's not really made. The FPGAs are not really technically made for mining, but as long as you can figure out how to keep them cool and you can find the bit streams that they run on for the algorithm, you can run them.
Yeah. Thanks, Bit Native. He said he loves the steel rack. It was actually on the half-size rack before I put it here. When I reset up my entire workstation, I put it on this bigger rack just so that everybody can see it. You know,
right.
Just a little eyegasm, a little bit of Rick prawn, if you want to call it that.
I've thought about doing one that was like a whole wall piece.
Yeah. Peter Stone says the SC1 obelisk. Yes, I would 100% like condone that. I love it. It is extremely pricey. If you're gonna spend that, I'd buy one of the FPGAs.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with the obelisk. It's cool
for the technology, the interchangeable boards, because it's great for an ASIC to be able to change the boards out,
right?
To adapt, which is what they have done with that miner, because they got the first miner like kicked in the face by Bitmain. But they new technology, bam, change the boards out. Here you go. The boards were pricey. They were like they were $600 for the generation 1 and like $1,300 per board for the second generations. And there's 3 or 4 boards. I forget.
Yeah, it's like 3. Yeah, 3 boards. Yeah.
So I mean, you're $1,300 a pop. I wouldn't know. Plus, you got to pay for the machine. So you're sitting, you know, 5.
Might as well just do the FPGA. I mean, if you're willing to shell out
dual card black miner for less than that, dude, you can buy 2 of them for that.
Or you can sit there and get the Acorns. They got one that's like $5,000. Dude, that thing would in today's market, that thing would ROI in like 5 or 6 months for $5,000. You have the rest of the time that's profitable over your electric bill because that thing is only. The $5,000 one is only, I think it's like 300 watts, where the $4,000 one is only 150 watts.
Correct.
Dude, that's sick. And if we would have saw that, if I would have seen that right when I was first mining, dude, that thing would have been a monster for me to have mining that shitcoin private.
Yeah, I agree. Peter Stone says show off. I know. Thank you.
I could show off my rig.
I didn't know they could do that. Yes, they can. If you go back, what, 2-3 streams ago, I had a good whole section on that on the obelisk miner when they released their boards.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link after the stream is over, Peter Stone, and I'll direct you to where you need to go to read that. Just to read it. don't buy it. It's good. It is a good read though, because it's good technology. But just kind of move on here. We're running a little behind, but I think it's just we ran behind in the first place.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, you know, ASICs, Bitmain closed down their Bitcoin Cash development.
Yeah, this is a reflection. This is a reflection they're doing right now. I guarantee you.
You know, they just recently let go of a total of 2,500 employees.
Yeah.
And now they're letting go another 50 people with a 1 week notice.
Yeah.
1 week notice to get out. Some of which just joined the company.
Like a week beforehand.
When they were dealing with, you know, like the past few months leading up to hard fork. A lot of them just joined the company and they just lost their jobs.
Yep.
And it sucks to see that. It is the market. They geared up for it to be continuing of a bull run, and it didn't happen. They grew too big. They got greedy.
Well, it's not even that they got too greedy. I think it's just like any other business out there at that point. I mean, I'll play a little devil's advocate on that one. Only, I guess, because I do have some Bitmain stuff. But
yeah, I don't. So.
But it's like with any other business, if business goes good, some people find that it's more imperative to pull out the biggest loan that they can. To build the structure of the company as quickly as they can to be able to supply the demand of the market.
Right. And
then whenever they're on the backside of that market and it implodes on itself, they either have to cut the fat or they go away. And I've seen it even in my own business, in the company that I work for. I've watched two managers get basically their jobs eliminated out of the company because they quote-unquote called it a redundancy in the company. And they reduced their whole work. It was like out of 2,500 stores, they eliminated 2 jobs out of every store. Think of the savings that they had just from doing one little decision. It's the same thing that Bitmain's doing, in my viewpoint, is that they're just consolidating. They don't need 5 divisions to produce for B-Trash. They probably only need 1 person.
I mean, according to the article, they fired everybody in that department. But they have yet to comment on it. They have not publicly came out and said it and, like, described what happened.
They probably fired that division or eliminated that division because they know that a couple of the other divisions are not doing anything, so they can take the workload now. They're just going to transfer the workload around. It's redundancy. That's all it is. They're cutting the fat.
And okay, I should. Peter Stone. He said crazy Bitmain stories. He's everywhere I look online. He goes, and of course, but it's not cost effective. He says, I'm the only one.
Yeah, you're the only one chatting, unfortunately. Right, right.
Okay.
Maybe
it's easy to watch this. I know everything that's going on. I can easily watch what you're typing.
Right. You get personalized one-on-one.
Right. You know, but
ask a miner anything at the end of the year.
I shouldn't say, they were greedy. It's like the more along the lines of they were gearing up for what they thought was going to happen.
Right, but but look at all these other mining facilities.
But I was reading an article the other day that a lot of these crypto companies are like dwindling down, cutting cutting everything because it's just a bad time. They're having to sell off more, like some of the Ethereum dApps. They're selling off more Ethereum than they thought they were going to have to.
Right.
So they're having to dump more Ethereum, so it's not helping the price any.
Right. Because the Ethereum isn't going far enough.
About it. They're a business. Dude.
Yep.
They have costs. They can't just run for free. Like digital gold, man. He can't run for free.
Nope. He hasn't. He didn't sell a rig in like 6 to 8 months. And in the last 5 months, people have been just turning their rigs off and getting a hold of companies that actually just buy the equipment and they're either recycling the equipment and piecing it out, or they're wholesaling it out. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these mining people,
that's business people.
Yeah, they get to sit there and look on the back side of it and look after the whole year of mining and go, yeah, we grew too much at the right time.
Too fast.
Right. Too
fast.
It was a good time to do what they did, but they needed to, of course, as we always preach, DCA. They took loans. That's not DCAing. That's sprinkling business killer.
That's what you're gonna sell your shit to repay them. That's what that is. You're gonna walk away with nothing. Like Digital Gold said, dude, he walked away. He
with
broke
nothing.
Even.
Yeah, because
he
spent
anything, but like a streaming rig or two. He said that's all he walked away with.
Yep.
He said it was fun. He loved it, but
he got to live his dream.
Yeah.
He played with computers all day long and got paid.
It happens. It's a business.
And but he said it the best, I think. It's like he was like, who's gonna win in the end? All of us home miners. The home miner.
We are.
We don't win this. We didn't sit there and spend $20 million on a facility that we can't pay for. We're not like Genesis Mining where we're dissolving contracts on people, or Gigawatt where we have to shut down our facility because we no longer can pay the bill. I'm sorry, I can pay my electric bill because it's part of my household bill. It's not out of control.
Right? Yeah. I won't grow more than what I know I can handle.
Right.
I'm not gonna have 100 cards.
You get a second job for that.
Yeah.
Not alone. But this is not financial advice.
I posted on the end today about, I got my dual miner running. And someone was like, well, why would you do that? It's not profitable. And I specifically said that profitability is a state of mind, in my opinion. I said I'm making coins that I didn't have to begin with. That's profit, in my opinion.
Okay, here's something to look back on. From the very point that you started, and now, do you view yourself being more or less profitable than when you first started?
More profitable. I'm making more coin, dude.
Yo, legit.
100%. I'm making more per day than I was like 4 months ago.
That was legitness.
That's profitable. I don't know what people don't understand about that. I mean, yeah, I'm not drowning myself in like electric bills. I got a five cards sitting right there. That's it. I'm not. I would up to buy like 2 cards. I wouldn't go more than 10, because I know that as myself where I financially stand right now, I couldn't handle it.
Right.
I'm not gonna make myself hurt, but these aren't hurting me.
No.
I'm just gaining money right now.
And that's why the home miners win, because we're living within our own budget.
Everybody that turned their rigs off, you're not getting anything.
Nope.
You're not making any money.
We'll take that for you. You can go ahead and turn that off.
You're still spending that electricity regardless. So, like if Nemesis wasn't mining right now, he'd be running his heater.
Yep. There'd be a little electricity being used somewhere. Yeah, exactly.
I don't see the difference. You're not running your heater. You're running your rigs, and you're getting paid while running.
And it's 27 degrees outside, and it's like 76 degrees in the house. I mean, it's legit.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys think EOS or Tron will overtake Ethereum?
EOS,
I don't know. Definitely not.
Only if EOS can get the governance. If EOS can get the governance down properly, maybe.
Gambling tool.
Tron.
That is all their dApps for gambling.
Yeah.
Every single one.
And Tron.
Million transactions, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Tron's
good on you, Jeff. Done.
Right. Tron's got some good things going on. But it's not something that I see them disrupting the space that they're in. I just need them.
I'm not adding to it.
Right. Yeah, I don't have any.
I have a bag.
I don't have any of it, but it's not something that I don't.
1 cent.
Right. It's not something that I don't look at. I mean, if it shows a promise in the space that it's wanting to disrupt, I might jump on board a little bit with it. But
I think it's definitely a 5-year hodl. I give them 5 years, for sure.
That's I mean,
I don't
that'd
think
be
they'd
fair.
be like a $10 coin.
But I mean, do they?
It's like a $1 coin thing, you know? Because they're doing like arcade system stuff now. So I think that they're gonna try to shoot for like the $1.
Right.
Because it'd be arcade friendly.
But at the time,
but it's me one drawn, which is $1. Okay.
But what I mean, is it really necessary if with engine coin being there too?
Yes and no, but engine coins not. I mean, they're doing stuff. But I guess they're. I mean, they are.
They have a working platform too.
They do. I mean, they don't post every day like Justin does. that market man, dude, he's good, dude.
Every just like Shitcoin Private, they had a hype man.
They still do. They post every day.
Yeah, but they got rid of their hype man.
That's true.
Their hype man was always about making a coin and running.
I agree, Ben Native said it's in the way UDCA. That's correct. I don't know what themself means. By that's why you type Peterstone. Anyway, so and like Vitalik said on Twitter the other day, because we were talking about Twitter.
Oh God.
He said the other day he does not believe a proof of work. How about that?
Dude, that is total shots fired. Even to the miners. That's like a slap to the face to the people that have supported him from the start. I don't believe in what you guys are doing.
I was disappointed in the Prog Pal. I want to learn about it. I just don't want to take the time to learn about it.
Right.
Because I was disappointed when I saw the hash rate.
Yeah.
When I saw putting my same rig on Prog Pal, I said, no, absolutely not. Like, I was getting like a quarter of the hash rate. So, and you're dropping down the Ethereum block rate. So I lose hash rate and we lose less reward. I don't see the point of that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to be kind of ASIC resistant-ish, but at what cost to everybody else? No one's gonna. People will mine on it, I'm sure. I mean, I've thought about it just because of the way the actual algorithm works. I think it'd be interesting to watch. Just because I want to learn everything. I'm CPU mining right now. I don't have any point to CPU mine, but I'm doing it just to learn about more mining.
Right.
The best way to learn about something is doing it.
And failing a few times, like I have throughout the year. I mean, considering that I'm a mechanic by trade, I know nothing about computers. I came from the world of PlayStation and Xbox. Playing a little bit of games on the PC, and then diving into this stuff, it was like, oh my God, I have failed every chance that I have gotten. I burned out 2 graphics cards at the beginning of the year. Thank God for warranties. If anybody wants to say that Gigabyte and EVGA have bad warranties for RMA, they are wonderful people to deal with.
I need to go watch Boston Coin's video on warranties, dude. They were number one.
Right?
Gigabyte
Oh my! And EVGA, dude.
They will replace your card for whatever reason.
Gigabyte.
Don't even need the receipt.
Yep. Gigabyte was like, I just put in what happened, and they RMA'd it right away. I put it through EVGA. Now, this is stuff that I burnt out on accident. The Gigabyte...
purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah, it was.
Accidentally on purpose.
But it's like I had a bunch of learning curves. I took my PCI ×1 card adapter and put it into the backside of a PCI 16 slot. Powered it up. Yeah, that card died immediately.
Yeah.
And then And then I unplugged that, and not knowing anything about Linux, and Linux orders everything, you know, 0 through whatever number you have, and if you've got 12 overclock stored, and number 12 needs less power, and you take out number 8, well, number 12 slides back to number 11 and dies. Yeah, Brian Pendley, rip card, yep, rest in peace.
Live and learn, brother.
Yep, exactly. I mean, this is...
will only make that mistake one time.
One time. I mean...
That's all it takes.
And at the end of the year, you get to look back at this stuff and kind of chuckle and go, you know what? I'll never do that again.
Whoops.
Failure is the greatest teacher on the planet. I will tell you that.
Peter Stone, you need to reword that question. How much are you mining as is, and with what hardware?
Well, we're doing Ethereum and
Ethereum
Classic, and I've got GTX 1070 Ti's exclusively with either 1070s or 1070 Ti's, and you've got what was it?
I got 3 RX 570 4 gigabytes. The white card over there is an Asus GTX 1060 6 gigabyte, and there's a card behind that. It's a black card, so it's kind of hard to see it because it's dark in that corner. Which it won't be like that tomorrow. It'll be a nice surprise for people. Is a 1050 Ti, so you know, not like you know, $500-600 cards. Maybe, I mean, still not even new. I mean, what a new 1060 is like $300, 363, like 350. You know, a new RX 570 is like 200 at most, especially for a 4 gig, $200-300. So, I mean, it's good for budget builds, man.
Most certainly.
AMDs are good for budget builds.
Yep. You
can find them AMDs for real cheap.
Yeah. And if you're really lucky, you can find NVIDIAs for pretty decent price and actually get a rocking rig if you're willing to be patient and hunt around. I mean, deals are out there.
I scored my 3 cards for $325. $325, I think it was, for all 3 of my cards. All 3 RX 570s. So, I mean, it was a dang good deal.
Yeah.
He says, how much are you mining? This rig, the RX rig, is pushing out, let's see, pull up high real fast. Okay, I'm pushing out 72, 76, 77, you know, mega hash on these 3 cards. Putting about 25 a piece. Me and Dale are going to be working on the BIOS settings for those cards, and I should be getting anywhere from 27 to 30. So I'll be sitting around 90 mega hash, give or take, for all 3 of those cards. Those 2 over there, I think I'm only getting 34 mega hash. The 1060 only puts out 20 to 22 mega hash per second, depending on your memory lottery. I got stuck with all crappy memory on all my cards, so I get 20 mega hash per second on the 6 gigabyte 1060, and the 1050 I get 14. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's better than nothing. But yes, 325, damn, is right.
Yep.
I spent a total of $635 on that entire rig over there.
And my big rig, I've got like 12 GTX 1070, mostly 1070s. I've got 2 Ti editions on that rig. That one gets 365 mega hash on Ethereum Classic, which each card is getting between. There's the difficulty kind of fluctuates a little bit. So sometime at one moment it'll get on the low side 29 mega hash, and then on the high side I've seen it get 32.5 mega hash. So it kind of fluctuates in there. Some of that's to do with what they call network latency. So there's times where the network kind of lags out, and you'll watch your hash rate drop down a little bit, and then you'll watch that stuff kind of rocket back up whenever the network stops having a heart attack, and recalibrates, and then everything kind of mashes up, and you'll watch your hash rate lift back up. If it goes long enough where it dips down, when it finally resyncs back in, whenever it resyncs back in, I can't hear you. There we go. There we go.
I'm talking to a child.
Oh yeah, life of a dad, guys. Yep, it's real.
He's asking questions, and I was trying to answer them. I was like, I'm gonna mute it while he's talking. So.
Right.
Sorry, I distracted you.
Right, I'm like, I don't think he's. No, realize he's acting. I can't hear him.
Okay, I can do this so you don't know what I was moving.
Right.
Yes, 325. Damn. Yes, that's right.
And then
on that budget build, dude, I found some for $100. Same cards, dude. $100 piece. That's $300. Even cheaper now.
Right, and you can find GTX 1070s for right around $200. So I mean, everything is with the whole market dumping down, everything is getting a little cheaper. And then, especially on the NVIDIA side, you got the NVIDIA guys sitting there trying to come out with these horrible 20 series cards. Man, these cards I wouldn't even touch. Oh my god.
Yeah, the 2050 and the 2060.
Yeah.
And the 2050 is pushing out, what, 4 gigabytes at 896 CUDA cores at 1.56 gigahertz, 14 core. Yeah, that's like the same as like a 1060.
Yeah, it's a refresh.
A 1060 does better than that.
Right, and it's got ray tracing, which nobody uses.
Yeah, but it only has like the 5. It was like 5 megahertz of like ray tracing, whatever. However, I don't remember how they say it. But
I don't understand how their ray tracing stuffs works, but all I know is that if you have a 2080 Ti, you have a potential house fire.
Yeah, it's a fire hazard.
Right, and NVIDIA has come out and admitted to it.
Yeah, hey, we messed up. Don't buy our cards.
Right, here, buy these crappy 2050 and 2060 because it just works.
Buy these 2060s with their surplus of 1070 boards.
Right.
That's all the new 1060s they're releasing are the P106s and the P107s, and they are 1070 Ti boards.
Yeah.
You are getting a dumbed down 1070.
Yeah.
You're still getting the GDDR5X memory.
Right.
So that's good, but you're getting a 1070. Just cut back.
Severely cut back. They dumbed it down from hell and back again, and then they're going to phase out.
And I get it. They're trying to get rid of their 1070 boards, but they don't want to release 10 more 1070s. They've already taken the 1070s off the markets.
They did that for a reason, though. I mean, if you think about it,
because they want people to buy the newer higher cards.
That's not even it.
They're not going to get rid of the lower cards because they know that people still want the lower cards.
Well, they don't have an entry level card
yet.
Yeah, they got no entry level card now, and and they had to get rid of the 1070 and the 1080 because that is in direct a competition with the 2070 and the 2080. Considering
they're like the same cards,
they are. The performance rating of the 2080 is a mild, and it's like you almost can't even tell the difference on the mild
What was
bump.
the price tag of the 2080s?
It's like $800 to $1,200 for the 2080 Ti.
You can buy a used 1080 Ti for like, what, $500?
Less.
300, even like
yeah, like $300, dude.
Yeah, I would totally buy a 1080.
Yeah, hands down.
Like, oh yeah, I'll just drop $800 on this card that could catch my house on fire.
And the driver.
Not gonna catch my house on fire.
And the drivers are broken. Like everybody that I know that has tried to stream with the 1080s, a 1060 outperforms at streaming, and that's sad. A few other people that I know, it kind of does this weird like depixelation where it almost looks like it's playing.
Shutters.
Well, no, it makes these like.
My buddy, like it shutters. It's like,
well,
it's really
it makes these like white dots, almost like that Metroid game, whenever it was, where you had a little dude at the bottom, you had to shoot the little guy, doot, 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 and they'd go back and forth and drop down one level. This is what it looks like it's playing while you're watching a movie.
Galaga.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Not Metroid.
Thank you. I knew it was one of those old school games.
Galaga's a little older than but it's okay.
It's older than both of us.
Their 2060 that they're coming out with is a 6 GB card. Still the same, with 1920 CUDA cores. It's like the same as a 1060.
Right. It's a 1060 with a pinch of ray tracing on it that nobody's using. Do you know what else? Something else that nobody uses, and it's on almost everybody's graphics cards? PhysX.
Nobody uses it.
Nobody. Hey, Gundy, what's up?
What's up, Gundy? But because you showed me that link to that, and I had found another link. So if you're looking at the stream notes, this is new development on the 20 series RX 2060s. They filed over 40 different patents for the 2060. 40 different patents. There are 6 different SKU numbers. There are 6 different 2060 Ti's. Or 2060s.
Yep.
There's 6 different cards.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a 6 GB version, a 4 GB version, and a 3 GB version.
Yeah.
Why would you buy a 3 GB 2060? I mean, I get it. That's gonna be their flagship card, 100%. I don't think
that's Grandma's card.
I think it's like them doing this. I don't think they'll release a 2050. I think that they'll cut out the 2050 because you're gonna give a 4 GB 2060, but you're also gonna give a 4 GB 2050.
Right. I don't think they're gonna release a 2050.
You're gonna get the 2060 and the 2080. I think that's all they'll release. I don't think they'll release anything else because the new 2060 covers everything else. So you're gonna have a 3 GB version, a 4 GB version, a 5 GB version, 6 GB version. You have GDDR5 RAM and GDR5 RAM or GDR6 RAM. So you have different, like each version has a different memory version. Like
oh wow! My brother just chimed in, Math Wizzy. Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's up, dude? Yeah. Like their 3 GB model, they have a GDDR6 RAM version, and then they have a GDDR5X version. Mm-hmm. Why? Why are you overkilling it?
Because they needed to make sure that they incorporated all the patents. This way, they can have centralized control over their own market. Look at that partnership program. I mean, that's a Gestapo action with them, and look what they did with how they treated AMD. Whenever AMD was like, "Yo, we have a gaming card," and Nvidia came onto them and smacked them with that one, going, "No, that's ours. You're out of the program now. Done.
You can't do that. We're kicking you out."
Right.
We're kicking you off the island.
Right. That's not right.
It's not.
Because Nvidia thinks it's an exclusives club.
Whatever. video. When your cars don't catch on fire, you can claim exclusives.
Right, exactly.
You know,
I just hope that AMD.
No, you're fine.
I hope that AMD comes. Yeah, I hope that AMD comes back and is able to actually fire one back at them, and actually be not just competitive, but actually take the edge away from NVIDIA rushing their product to market.
Correct. If AMD releases these cars like they said they're going to at CES next month, we got like 2 weeks till CES.
Yeah.
So if they release those cars at CES,
yeah, an RX
and
30
NVIDIA's gonna start dropping. They're gonna start dropping stuff immediately. And
yeah.
Stuff's not gonna be good. That stuff's not even ready. They just filed these patents, and I bet they'll drop them and be like, "Here you go. Here's these brand new cards. Hope they don't catch on fire."
Right, exactly.
we didn't test them.
Yeah, where
tested them underneath a low load.
Yeah, where you'll have AMD coming out with the RX 3080. You know, I mean that's definitely shots fired.
Correct. Again, it sounds like they're burning through old products that they can't sell. They are.
They are.
They're repackaging the. I don't know if you caught earlier. The new 1060s are 1070 cards. They're just cut down.
Yep, they just dialed them back because they I forget what company, they basically gave back like millions of graphics cards back to them, so they've got a surplus.
It was the 1070s.
Yep, the 1070s, exactly. Yep. So they got all these 1070s that they don't know what the hell to do with. They got all these chips, so they're just popping the chips off, putting them onto a new board, re-architecturing them a little bit.
Same board. It's the same board.
Oh, is it?
It's the same exact board. It's the P106 board.
Okay, so they're flashing them so that they are not optimized.
Yep.
I mean that's horrible. It's horrible, and it's what you're watching a lot of these bigger corporations do. And
AMD doesn't. They did it with their 590.
Yep.
It's just a 580. That's all it is. Just a little bit better with the core, but not by much. Not enough to matter. Not enough to pay an extra $200 for it. And like with the new 1060 or 2060 cards, the 6 gigabytes and the 4 gigabyte variants are going to share the same clock speeds.
And then Gundy's like, if you were hodling NVIDIA, you bitter as fucking right now. Right meow.
I got a video over there.
I'm not bitter. I got the right ones, so I'm not bitter.
You got the 1070.
Right? I have the non-dialed back version. Right, and mine's not dethrottled, so really? I've got the performance boost on mine. So I'm not going to cry about it. I'll continue. I will hunt out every used GPU that's a 1070 and a 1070 Ti. I don't care if they've been mined on. I guarantee you everything that I bought that was used was mined on. And I'm still mining on it, dude.
Continuing its use.
I've had.
He said he loves his 580s. I agree, dude.
Yep, I've got two of them.
580s. I got 570s. But I love them. The 580s are just as good. The
NVIDIA shares. Oh, he's Gundy meant the NVIDIA shares. Oh my God, yeah.
I had shares in NVIDIA. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that sucks.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I don't have my Stream Deck set up.
This is a mining channel.
I don't have my Stream Deck set up all the way for you on that. Right.
But on the newest cars, they said that we will be expecting an AORS Extreme, the WindForce 3 and 2Xs, and many 8TX series. So they're gonna make one fan cards of these. It'll be those 3 gig cards and those 4 gig cards.
Although I did think it was funny that MSI did I think it was a 2070 series, that they came equipped already with a water block pre-installed on it. I was
They're
like,
smart.
I was like, yep, they're the preemptive strike, huh?
Keep their houses from burning down. We'll get them water cool. So
right,
if it starts to burn,
it's got water there.
Stop it.
Right.
off it. It's not water. It's so I'm gonna check that's not gonna put out a fire.
Right.
I'm not a firefighter. Like we're talking about, CES is January 8th, so right around the corner, man. January 8th through the 10th. CES.
Yep,
So
I am looking forward to seeing the new.
Lots of good tech. Lots, dude. There's even a rollable TV.
So
LG has a rollable TV. They're like rolling into like a tube.
Right.
What? All right. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Samsung's releasing that like 128-inch TV. I was like, what? It's called the Wall. It is called the Wall. I was like, well, it's gonna take up the wall. So it's a fitting name for it.
Well, Gundy. It depends on how you look at mining making a comeback.
Dude. It'll make a comeback in its own self.
Right. It's like the way that I've been having a lot of discussions with a lot of my fellow miners going, dude, don't worry about the price action on this. Their reward per hash is what you got to pay attention to.
Correct.
I mean, at the beginning of the year, you might have been getting one Ethereum or one Ethereum Classic with your hash power. Now you might be sitting at 2 or 3 because all these bigger mining facilities
are one a week, and I'm now getting 2 to 3 a week. So you tell me what's profitable.
Right. Do I need to worry about how many
more
dollars it is or how many rewards I'm going to get?
Still costing me the same to make those 3 as it did to me to make that 1.
Right. Most certainly.
And nothing's changing other than I'm getting more. So.
And for me, I'm holding off on buying new equipment. I'll buy some more older equipment that I know that I like to run, but when it comes down to buying new stuff, I think I'm gonna wait for the AMD lineup, and I think I'm gonna check out one of the 3080s whenever it hits the market. I want one.
I'm buying the 3050. Their flagship card. It's like 130 bucks.
Right.
For a 75 watt power draw, same as 1050.
Right. I'll go after their big bad boy for sure.
I'm interested to see what it would do for being 130 bucks. I mean, even if it pulls more than a 1050, it's worth it.
Oop, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Hell yeah. So, everybody that's out there, I'm gonna keep talking because you walked away. At $130, you can't say no to 15, 14, 15, even 16 mega hash a second. That's still a good price point for $130 at less at 75 watts or less. You can draw back your power. And, you don't have to run full power.
Nope.
My 1050 is running at 60 watts. It's max 75, and I'm running it at 60.
Right, I'm running my 1070s at 100. Their max is like 150. And whenever, for my gaming, whenever I'm gaming with it, the wattage draw off of it while I'm on my most hardcore game, which would be World of Warplanes, which the card I think hits up at like 135 watts. And I'm still under whenever I'm gaming. So I mean, as long as I'm less than what I'm gaming, I'm happy.
Correct. CES. Here's a couple of things that I picked out of the lineup of everything that they listed on this article that I'll post in the pub later for everybody. Y'all can read everything that I wrote out for this, like I do every week.
Right. Oh, we got 11 people in here, and I only see 8 of you have smashed the like button. So definitely, guys, if you guys are here, and all 11 of you, I appreciate the heck out of you guys for all sticking around and watching. But certainly, smash that like button. That helps us out. Helps us get our channel out there so that more people can definitely be watching this with us. Oh, I love it. Cool. I love him too, dude. I saw him. I'm like, yo, legit.
He's cute.
He's so cute. And I positioned him, and I have him positioned.
A cute little ogre.
Right. It took me a little bit to figure out where to position him so it looked like he was smashing on top of the like button.
That's perfect. But, you know, I picked out, you know, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I picked out 6 things out of a list of, you know, ungodly amount of stuff from everybody. That I feel is really important for all of us. Things that we need to look out for. For sure, when this is coming out, if they have this on live stream, I'm gonna be watching it. And I'll let everybody know the moment I hear something interesting. If I could be there, I would totally be there.
Dude, if we could be there,
that'd be one of the craziest places to be.
Dude, if we could be there, we would live stream it if we could be there.
Sure.
Yo.
Just go ahead and fly us out there. It's okay.
Right.
A couple days. You know, full access.
Yeah.
You know, we'll live stream for everybody. Yeah. Gunny says thumbs up.
Yo, legit.
So, the new AMD Ryzen chips. They're going to be releasing the first 2. They'll have all of them there, but they're only releasing the first 2 right away, from what I was reading. So they're going to be releasing the Ryzen chips, the AMD 3000 series, and the Navi, and the new Navi.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for the Navi.
I'm just hoping that the new Navi chip isn't like something that the
56
or a rehash from Apple.
Yeah.
Because Apple had a bunch of those really small chips that got sent back too, and they were all AMD.
Yep.
So I hope, hope that they didn't just rehash it. Please, please, AMD, be badass.
We're hoping.
Right.
Crossed. The RTX 2000 series cards will be there. So we'll find out more about these new 6 different versions of this 2060. We'll find out more about those. There is a rumored, I don't even want to talk about it, GTX 1100 series card.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, we're not going to come out with an 1100 series.
Every year.
We're going to come out with one. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. It's like having somebody who just can't make up their mind, you know?
Every year we hear about these 11 series cards. It would make no sense. If they release 11 series cards, they would probably stop. They will still be the 10 series cards. I think. That's what I would think.
That's pretty much what they would have to be.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's rumored. It says rumored, and I think it is 100% FUD. It is some FUD.
If it were to come out, it would be interesting on the pure principle. Now, if they were to actually make a update to the P10 to a P106,
brand new card.
Right?
I don't want to see no refresh. They better all be brand new.
Right. I want
100%.
I want to see a badass mining piece of hardware, not no crappy gaming hardware. Give me the option of what I want.
I agree. I don't think they'll release them because we hear about it every year. But if they do, they better be brand new cards.
Yeah, and Math Wizzy's like, yeah, the 1160 is rumored to literally be the 2060. And that's basically what they've been doing. The 1060, the 2060, they're the same card. Yeah.
And they're taking away the ray tracing. You know, for the 1100s. It's just supposed to be like he says, the 2060s, the 20 series cards minus the ray tracing.
Right.
They don't ray trace in the first place.
Right.
What's the difference? It's not gonna catch on fire. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. Maybe. One can only hope.
Catch them on fire. The ray tracing is catching them on fire. I mean, that would be a plausible thing to say. Like, yeah, it's the ray tracing. Let's go to the 11 series. So let's take a step back.
Right. We were not ready for this. We were fools.
And then AMD releases for 3000 series cards. Like, hey, we got 3000 cards.
Yo, we just spanked you. Right.
Intel is releasing a 10 and 20 thread CPU.
Yeah, that's legit.
Codename Comet Lake.
Yeah, Intel getting back into it.
That'd be cool, dude. Especially if you mining, like a CPU mining 20 threads. Woo.
Right.
But they're gonna be pricey.
I just hope, I just hope it's not gonna be like the i7 series, where it's like I might as well just go get an AMD chip for what I want to do.
Basically.
Because my AMD chip, mine's Monero, like a mofo. I'm just saying.
They all do. Let's be reals.
Most certainly.
The last thing I wrote down is they said that it is 100% possible that Intel will be releasing a GPU.
Yes.
So
they have been rumoring this for last 6-7 months now. The rumor leaked out.
This would be the time for them to release that. All times this would be the time.
I think that they're going to be a little behind the game a little bit. I think that there'll be more competition to AMD, not to NVIDIA at the first.
I think they'll have a prototype there.
Right.
They'll have it working for a prototype, but I don't think it'll be released yet.
No. And I think that even when it does get
something.
Yeah, I think even when they do release it, I hope nobody really gets their hopes up on it. Don't. They haven't been in the GPU game in a long time. They got muscled out of the GPU game years ago.
Yeah, 100%.
But them coming back into it because they've got a couple of good developers that they've grabbed over the years. Like during the summer, they grabbed up what was it? NVIDIA's one of NVIDIA's developers.
Yeah. One of the lead developers.
Right. So
they snatched him up and brought him on theirs. So I wouldn't doubt if we'll see some.
They'll show some promise. They'll show some promise. Right. I don't have my hopes up that they're gonna have the best card out there, but they're gonna be a third option finally. Hopefully that'll kind of bring NVIDIA down to their senses and bring their card prices down to where it should be.
MathWiz says no, it was AMD's.
Oh, their developer.
Yeah.
I had a feeling it was AMD. I couldn't remember if it was AMD or NVIDIA.
Still. And then what? Samsung's going to be doing those ASIC chips. So, I mean, some of the big players are coming into the game.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we need to get in here and get us a little slice of the cake.
Right.
Just a little bit, just enough to get the podges wet. Just a tip.
Yeah. Very tippy top.
Very tippy top. So I mean, it'll be good. So for sure, 8th through the 10th, CES will be going on, and I'll be watching it. I'll be looking out for all of these things that I have listed here. I will be looking for them. I expect to see at least something, some kind of word. And the moment I hear something, I will post for everybody. So, for sure.
Most certainly. And we're like right at that 1 hour point. I mean, if anybody has any questions for us, certainly chime in, drop some questions in.
I'm out of notes, so.
Right, even if it's right, even if it's after the stream, drop some comments in down below, and of course, as always, while you're down there, smash that lizardy like button. Yo.
Smash like button. Awesome new technology.
Right, and my new Stream Deck, dude. I love this thing. I don't have it set up all the way, but yo, I love it.
So nice.
Right?
Love it. Let's see.
I mean, we got 11 people watching. That's awesome. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good turnout for my own personal channel.
I agree.
Oh, we have somebody that said it.
Smoke weed every day.
That's for you, Gundy. Definitely, that's for you.
It's funny. I totally didn't see that until after you said it. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I seen it. I was like, oh, there it is.
Yo.
You've seen it first.
I've got it sitting right in front of me. my other screen.
Mine's right next to me.
My other screen is what I've got the video capturing off of, so I've got all the important stuff right in front of me, which is everybody's chat.
Brian Penn says, you know we got you. We're glad that you got us. We need somebody.
Right.
Somebody's got to understand how our messed up minds work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We both love cars and we both love mining.
There's something wrong with us right off the bat, and there isn't a 9/16 wrench that'll fix it.
That or 10 millimeter.
Right?
Never find 10 millimeter. Ever.
Oh. You know, I had
the one tool that you can never find.
My 10 millimeter. I think I've bought like probably it's 5 or 6 times. Nobody's accepting crypto for it yet, though. I'm just saying.
No. So
if I could find a Snap-on dealer,
crypto for 10 millimeter.
Right? I'm just saying. Snap-on.
That 10 millimeter socket, dude. They vanish, dude.
Right? It's like an engine block will eat them. You put your 10 millimeter socket next to an engine block, and it's like gone.
You ever seen it's like the meme of it's like the percentage, like the 10% chance of the bolt falling through the engine bay hitting the ground,
yeah,
and an 80% chance of never seeing it again. And you wonder where it's like if I start my car,
right, it might fall out.
Where is it gonna? It's either gonna hit the ground or it's gonna get sucked up somewhere. You got a 50-50 chance.
I know somewhere on the road, there's somebody that has my vice grips sitting on their suspension still. That fucker got clamped on there to hold something, and yeah, it gone.
Left it. Where's that clamp at? Oh no, I took it off.
Oh, Peter Stone relates to us. How many 10 millimeters have you lost at work? I mean, he's on a fishing boat, so I mean, you get a 10-foot swell and you just watch that 10 millimeter socket float in the air.
It's okay, I got like 5 more. I bring a whole pack of 10 millimeters. It's a 25 pack. 25
right.
pack 10 millimeter sockets.
Right. They sell them at port like that. Here you go. You need this.
We know you need 10 millimeters today.
Right.
I heard you lost 5 yesterday. Here's a pack of 10.
Oh, Gundy actually relates too. He used to turn wrenches for 11 years. Yo.
You understand that 10 millimeter?
Right.
Man. Something about it. Man. It likes to grow legs and walk away.
And he should also understand that anytime that you're working on anything before 1979, you always have a 1/2 inch, a 9/16, and a 7/8 in your pocket. You can take apart damn near the whole car.
Almost the whole thing.
Right.
Just 3.
Yeah, I love it. Old cars are amazing. Simplicity
So
of
simple.
work of arts. And there are places you can buy it with crypto.
And if you have to work on your engine, you can sit in your engine bay.
Yes.
You don't get much better than that.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
you could. I mean,
and plastic parts.
You could get a little better. You see, I've got a 1979 Nova SS that I would sell for Bitcoin right now.
The green one?
No, that's my that's my Chevelle. The Nova is my red one.
Oh, I was like,
No,
what's wrong with
not the green machine, yo,
You
no.
better take that back.
No. The Nova. The Nova I would sell for Bitcoin right now.
Right now. 10 millimeters and it's yours.
Oh, Gundy used to work on Germans and Lexus. So you worked on Nazi wagons and Lexuses? Why? I'm sorry. I hate Nazi wagons.
Times 3 every 2 months. Oh, dear.
Yeah, 10mm sockets, they're real. And they disappear.
One of these days, we'll stop using them, man. And then we'll start losing other sockets. Like, oh, we'll stop using 10mm. Oh, so and then all the 10mm will show up. Like, oh, hey, there's that 10mm.
Well, on the new modern cars, the like if you get to new, you start losing 13mm. I think it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying. They're wanting you to spend more on sockets, but they don't accept Bitcoin. This is garbage.
He's like, hey, you know, 13mm costs more, so if they just keep losing those, we'll just make more money.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like it would work in theory.
Right. Yeah.
Audis is triple squares. That's true. It's probably not a socket for Audis.
Yeah.
Special socket.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I hate about German engineering. Das is not good. It's not good.
You lose one of those, you're not going to find another one. You got to order that. Oh, you're right in the middle of your engine teardown? You're going to be waiting like a week.
Right.
Who's watching X-Files? No one, man. No one's talking about.
Yo, Bruno, yes, you got a 1080 you have a 1080? Dude, that thing is a mining monster. That will earn you more than my 1070s. I'm just saying. If you're not
on externals, it's an external GPU.
Yes.
So that means you're probably plugging into a laptop. Yes, I would assume.
Yeah. You can do it through a laptop, or I mean, not that I'm recommending doing it through a laptop because you're going to hammer on that battery, and you're going to hammer on the power supply that's charging everything up. They were not made to really get hammered on like that, but it can be worked. But if you got an external on a PC because you've got like one of those micro cases or whatever, and that was the only way to get the 1080 on there, yo, no problem.
It'll still work. It'll still work, my dude.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah, the battery. That's your only drawback.
Peter Stone. I scrape my crew every week to hang at the 10mm right after they use it. I'm scary when I scream. They still won't.
Exactly. I stopped. It's like I got a rule for my own. I mean, I've been a mechanic
Put
for.
it back where you found it immediately.
Yeah, well, that's me, but I'm like one of a kind, I guess. But myself, as a mechanic, if I have to borrow a tool 2 times, I buy it. That means it's gonna make me money to actually own that and part of my own arsenal. That's like
I don't borrow anything. If I have to have a tool, I just go buy it because I'm gonna need it one day eventually. So.
Well, when you're working in a shop and you've got the job in front of you, you got to have it right now. As soon as you have to borrow it, you got to make that decision of, should I go ahead and buy this? Am I going to see this car a little bit more often?
Right. And if you, depending on the part, if you burned it twice, you might as well have just
bought it. Exactly, and that's always been my motto. If I borrow it twice, I buy it. And that's why wherever shop I'm in, like the guys don't have any issues with me going through their toolbox because they know that I'm gonna take that tool, and not only before I put it back where I got it, I wipe it down. This way, when they grab it, they don't have to pick up some nasty, greasy tool. Yeah, it's like I yell at people, and I'm like Peter Stone. I get real scary. Somebody, not only did they just, I don't even care if they plopped it on my toolbox. I'd be happy if they just put it back. But if they put it back and if it's got a glob of axle grease sitting in the socket after you used it, that's ignorant.
The better one is the blue pipe cement. Man, that stuff doesn't fall off. You know what I'm talking about, right? The PVC pipe blue. Dude.
Yeah. Gundy, dude.
I got a pair of channel locks like all over the top. It does not come up.
Yeah, Gundy, dude. That's like a quarter of my toolbox. I've got
so many specialty tools.
I've got like 3 gigantic toolbox that are stuffed. I have no more room in them. I don't even know how. I've got a tool addiction. I don't even know how many tools I got. If somebody were to randomly walk up and just take something, I probably wouldn't notice it for a few months.
You go 10 millimeter, you're like, what the fuck did that go?
Be like, I know somebody was in here, probably like 10 seconds. Right, 10 seconds after it happened, be like, who touched it? I know it was you.
Oh, Raven said he heard the X-Files intro playing in the background. Obviously, Raven hasn't been listening.
Yeah, I've got a new stream deck. I don't have it fully set up. I'm getting
that noise for you.
Right. I'll have it set up for the next stream. It was kind of a learning curve trying to set this thing up.
They are. If I loan someone a kit and one piece is missing when they return it, I will have them buy a whole new kit and take it out of their paycheck. Man, that is savage.
That's how you got to do it. If you're gonna teach the dude, and you just hand them back the tool set that has the missing tool in it whenever they give you back your set.
100%, dude. It's salty, dude. That's the way to go. That's the way to go, dude.
You teach them. I mean,
you gotta hold them accountable.
Right. A lot of these younger kids, and I hate to sound like this because now I feel like an old fart. It's like these younger. I know I am. I'm pushing that 40, dude. It's real. There's a hill.
Pushing that 20. Pushing that 28 next year.
Yeah, you millennial. But it's like a lot of people in your generation. Yeah, a lot of people in your generation.
Yeah, it's like younger.
Yeah, your generation or a little younger, and it's like they don't. They take a lot of stuff for granted. I mean, you being a dad, you understand it. Exactly. Entitlement.
I think that you owe them the world. Fuck I do. I don't owe you shit. I brought you into this world.
Uh-oh, Bit Native's going to is gonna watch that Litecoin UFC fight.
That is on crud. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that tonight too. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Let's see, he says...
Oh yeah, Gundy, for sure.
Just don't respect the tools. No?
No, not at all. Not at all.
He said that Peterson, that's how they learn. That is how they learn, dude.
Yep.
You know,
good night, Bit Native.
Yeah, later, dude. I work in the food business, dude. Like, we get these little bowls to put our food, like, to put, like, sides in, you know, and they just start come missing. Just because people just throw them away. They're like, oh, just throw it away.
It's like my brother.
They start dwindling around, so then they start finding out who are throwing them away.
You want to know how you
teach?
You want to know how else you teach somebody? I'm not the most organized person. So yeah, my brother gets to now organize my toolbox. He is really good about knowing where the tools go, what tools I need. If I sit there and I'm at the front of my car working on, pulling apart a motor, I can be like, hey, I need a 14 millimeter. He can run to my toolbox. Right, where's that 10 millimeter? I know you hit it.
Find it. Hit it.
Right, but it's like I know I can sit there and randomly, ramble off a tool, and because he's put away the tools, he knows what the tool is, and he knows how to put it away and clean it. He's gonna be a more organized mechanic than me, and that's something that I try to teach to the mechanics that I teach. Is it's just like my any kind of people that are mining. I teach them the habits that I should have so that they don't fall into any of my pitfalls. I have a lot of failures under my belt. If I can pass off the knowledge to avoid failures for other people, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, hell yeah. And that's what these streams are for. It's like for everybody that wants to know anything about mining. If you got questions, I mean, this is the time to ask us what it is that you want to know.
something's eating at your heart. What you know?
As stupid of a question as it is, you know, it could be, you know, how do you set up the thumb drive? I mean, I don't care. I mean, it could be really stupid.
How do I use for a 5-card rig? You know, the simple questions are the ones that mean the most. So Jones or I can't even pronounce the other guy's name.
Gustafsson? I have no idea.
Whatever. Gundy and Snap-on tools get my hand tools get my vote. No, they do not get my vote. They're overpriced garbage. Hate Snap-on.
I love to hate them.
They're great. They're great tools, dude.
I can call up my Snap-on guy probably right now, and he'll show up to my house to drop me off whatever tool I need. None of the other tool guys will do that.
No, they won't. You're right. They got great customer service.
Hells yeah, the best that I've ever had.
Oh man, Peter Stone, go to bed, dude.
Yes, Cortic. There is no way to mine BTC with a GPU.
I mean, technically, there is. You can use nice hash. If you use nice hash, you'll mine those.
You get paid. You get paid in
Bitcoin.
Right, but that's not mining.
Mining Bitcoin can't.
No,
can't do it. You need you need an ASIC for that, or FPGA.
Hey, Bruno, you didn't have to retract that. I probably would have read it. It looked kind of interesting.
It was like a really good message. I turned to see it, and it would disappear.
Right? I was like...
typing it.
Right? Or rewording it. That definitely, whatever it is your question is, Bruno, say, just shoot it away, dude.
Just ask it. Just ask it.
Just ask. Do it. Do it. Just do it.
Flaws and all. We love you anyway.
Right.
But yeah. Again.
What software tools we use? I use Simple Miner.
I used HiveOS.
And then I also have used NiceHash, WinMiner, which unfortunately with the down market they shut down.
Those services.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hibernation mode, as they called it.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll be back eventually. These pool operators need to make money. They're not. Some of these pool operators, they don't mind. They are software engineers that are just offering a service for all of us miners to be able to utilize it, and that's how they get paid.
Great.
Cortex wondering how BTC is mined today. That is with ASIC machinery, which is that's the only way to mine it. Kind of.
For sure, ASIC.
Yeah, for sure, 100% ASIC. Bruno, no problem. That's what we're here for. We love to have people who are just learning, dude.
Yeah, he said he has a machine with Afterburner and something called Clay Miner.
Yes.
Yes, Clay Miner is.
That works. That's
a mining program. You can use it.
Right.
I use it on HiveOS. It's just a different way of going up. I just go about a different way.
Right. Yeah, there is a program with Claymore, and Claymore is its own like standalone programming. Yeah, really interesting stuff for sure.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, a lot of the ASICs are from China, unfortunately, so they come with a nice tariff tax if you're here in the U.S. Oop, I got somebody at my door once again. Hold on. Always being interrupted.
Always. Let's see. ASICs in China, yes. All ASICs pretty much come from China. How to avoid China? You could buy a used ASIC if you want to avoid China and their tariff taxes.
Yes.
There's plenty of people selling them because they don't want to pay for the power.
Yeah, they're selling it by weight depending on where they're coming from.
Yeah, I've seen there's like places here in the U.S. that are selling them like third party. They're brand new in boxes still. They get them from Bitmain, bring them here, and they get them at a discount price for buying a whole bunch more, and then they sell them here so that we don't got to pay the tariff taxes.
Right.
But you will pay a little bit more, but you pay more anyway. So you're gonna get it faster, and you'd still pay a little less than you would tariff taxes, and you won't get your stuff like seized.
Right. And I am a that every now and then. Yeah, and I am an ASIC miner, so I mean I do GPU and ASIC, so I sit with both sides of the fence on there. I hate the tariff taxes. Will I continue to buy ASICs? Yes. Am I going to look at buying FPGAs too with that? Yes, because I want to diversify my mining field. But I've got to look at more cost-effective ways to be able to get my hands on the hardware that basically circumvents the tariff taxes, because that's ridiculous. It's better to buy the stuff on the second-hand market because somebody else has already paid the tax.
And they don't want to pay the mine anymore because they think it's not profitable. So they turn their stuff off and they sell it.
Yep. And then people like us, yo,
one or two.
Buy it up.
One or two.
There's two in there.
Okay. So I have to split it?
Yeah,
you always pick two.
Yeah.
You always pick one.
Right, yeah.
Two's a bad number. Two's virus.
Hey babe, if you grab the peanut butter blood, they've already each one of the peanut butter bloods has got individual packets in them.
Or buying a third party.
Oh, then you're gonna have to split it.
A third party seller. About ETC mining. Yes, of course it is possible. I mine ETC and so does Nemesis. We both mine Ethereum Classic.
I love my ETC.
We can both give you two good options. I use Ethermine.
Right.
It has not failed me yet, like at all. There's Ethermine.
So can you give them a deal on the two? Then
Nanopool has one, I think, as well. I can't think of the one that Nemesis uses whenever he comes back.
Yeah.
He can answer that part for you. But it is completely possible. That's what I mine with my GPU.
I'll give you $10 off.
So what is it?
So yes.
That'll be 70.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, my wife was sitting there asking me a quick question. I have to answer to the boss. The boss is real. I'm just saying.
So whatever you mine, you transfer. No, I don't transfer any of what I'm mining to BTC. I leave it as Ethereum Classic.
Right. For right now.
I'm not selling any of that.
Right. Until the market
rebounds, I will start selling some of it. Not all of it. Some of it.
Yes.
But I will not transfer any of that to BTC. How at all.
Yeah.
You'll thank me later.
Right now, mining, whatever you're mining, the market is down. So whatever you trade into, you're basically trading into and leaving a lot on the table because you're doing it in such a down market. The price association between all the coins are disenfranchised really with a big margin. So you kind of want to wait until all the market kind of fluffs up and the Bitcoin dominance versus the altcoin dominance, the markets kind of get a little tighter, and then you start transferring between the two, and it makes sense because there's ways to make gains on that. Again, not financial advice of any sort, as always, but there's when the markets start trading close, you can trade between the two and not lose your ass off.
Listen to both of us.
But we're just boob tubers. We don't know nothing.
I don't know a whole lot of nothing. Not a whole lot of nothing.
Right, I work on hot rods. Yeehaw!
I don't know about the Bitcoin you're talking about.
Right.
how do you? He says, how do you get BTC? I DCA to get BTC.
Yep, every Friday.
Yeah, these better hedge your position in the market itself.
Right.
I mean, if you want to mine BTC, dude, and you have a GPU, you just need to get on NiceHash to do it. If you're that adamant about getting BTC, that's gonna be your one of your only options, is doing that. I know we were talking about what was it the other day? Oh man, I'm gonna try to find it. Talking about
Yeah, but for as far as like mining BTC on your GPU, you wouldn't, because of the ASIC miners that are on the network. Thank you, Bruno. I love my cat. His name is Zeus. And where all the graphics cards are is his shelf. Yes, he's not happy.
So, mining Pool Hub. I had that knowledge dropped to me last week by Data Lord. Will mine the most profitable coin
for you. Auto switch it
for you. I'll switch it for you. But that you're not getting a BTC.
No.
You're getting whatever coin is most profitable at the moment. So if XMR is most profitable, guess what? You're mining Monero. If Ethereum is the most profitable, you're going to mine Ethereum.
Right.
And it'll switch for you, depending on what is the most profitable.
And
question, Cortic, go to what to mine.
Right.
Type in what you have. That'll give you
a basis,
at least a good basis of like what you could expect.
But as I always try to tell people with what to mine, it's going to tell you what's profitable according to the fiat dollar. Correct. Now, just think about that whenever I say it like that. That fiat dollar is the big driving member of what to mine. Now, what to mine is not going to factor in is a decent protocol that has a higher payout, but the fiat is less. So if let's say for whatever week it was, Ravencoin was the most profitable for you because you've got NVIDIA. But for your hash power, you could have gone on to, let's say, GPU Union or Ethereum Classic and gotten more payouts for your hash power. Which one of those would come back stronger in a bull market? Ethereum Classic, of course, but it's the whole fact of I'm looking at how many rewards I'm going to get versus the protocol that I'm looking at. So if I'm mining a more speculative protocol, I'm going at the end of the week. I'm probably gonna. Yo,
what's up, dude?
Right, yo. I'm just saying. I'm calling you out. Why are you so late to the show? Well, he's a dad too, so he might have had the dad life going. I'm just gonna say.
We're going on 2 hours of streaming.
Right. Right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you all for being here and sticking around. Wow, I didn't even realize we were streaming that. Wow.
Hour and 40 minutes.
Wow. Smash that like button, guys, for sticking around this long. Right, dude? But certainly, if you guys got any questions, we're kind of at that point where we're kind of just like rambling on.
We ran out of stuff to talk about like a long time ago.
Right.
Y'all are asking questions that we can give you answers to.
Right. So, do you guys have any other questions that we can help you out with? I know Ninja Grassmaster, you just showed up. You missed out a lot of stuff.
He said, "Daddy smashed the leg."
Yo, legit.
Good job, Daddy.
That was legitness.
See any beta in.io threads for hashtags for mining? No. I know there's late night in the mine is hashtag on here.
Right.
Try to use that every time I post a live stream. minus tonight. Yeah. Anyway.
So does anybody have any other questions? Anything else? Giggity goo. All right.
Says Gundy.
Right. Thank you, Gundy. You rock too, man.
For sure. I appreciate all of you that are there tonight.
Right, for sure.
There are small technical difficulties and switching channels. We're here. Still.
Right. Still putting out the grind. It's real.
Still. Yeah. Okay. Can you buy advice miner? What? I've never heard of that. Oh, an ASIC miner. Is that what you're trying to say? An ASIC miner?
Yeah, you can. I bought 5. So most certainly.
In the USA.
And you can buy them directly from. Yeah, you could.
You're importing it. The import tax.
Unless you're buying them from the secondhand market. That's the only way you're going to get around the tariff tax. But yes, you can buy them directly from Bitmain, Inocilion. God, there's so many of them out there that they're all China based. Yeah, and they're
Obelisk is China based. They're from here.
Oh yeah. The Obelisk is from here. Yes, you're right.
Obelisk is from the United States. But a lot of these companies are. Panda Miner, Panda ASICs.
Right. eBang, Watts Miner. They're all from like right around that Sichuan, China area. So you're getting hit with the tariff tax.
Technology's cheap over there.
But you'll get hit with the tariff tax. You're gonna you're gonna ROI though. I mean, it's like one of those balancing acts. If you try not to buy anything after a second generation, it'll take you too long to try to ROI. You want first and second gens on ASICs. After that, move on.
Yeah, you don't need any of the newer stuff.
Yeah, Gandhi's like, good luck if you can get an Obelisk. Getting them is not actually an issue. Getting the new ones.
Yeah, you can buy the Series 1s.
Yeah.
But they are paperweights until you buy the new boards.
Right.
So you gotta remember that you're gonna be paying. And right now yeah, it is like $400K. You're right.
Yeah.
That's for the new one. You can find the Series 1s for like a couple $100, but they are paperweights until you buy the new boards.
Right.
And their live sale for the boards is over. They're going to be reopening it from what I've been reading.
And Bruno, you are absolutely right. You want something that is more scalable. GPUs are nice to start off with from the at-home miner point aspect, because like your electric bill, you're going to be able to pay for it. You can't scale. I mean, as much as I like the guy's got a freaking ton of knowledge. The guy from Bits Be Trippin'. And the guy has like 20,000 or 2,000 GPUs, 2,000 or 4,000 GPUs, something like that. He's got a ridiculous amount. He's scaled on GPUs. They're all off right now because his electric bill is higher than the coin he's mining. There is no coin out there that can sustain the scale. Yeah, no way. So for me, what I've been kind of looking into for scaling wise is ASICs and FPGAs. Price points, right? FPGAs, dude. I'm just saying, you should definitely like research them if you haven't. They are really interesting stuff. The FPGAs are consistently upgradable with new bit streams and stuff like that. So the FPGAs have a really good longevity over any ASIC. And then for like what Bruno's saying is like, what's the lifespan of a machine? Well, for GPUs, it's pretty much until whatever algorithm you're on has exceeded either the CPU potential of the graphics
The
card
DAG file.
or the DAG file, which would affect the memory. So if you go beyond your memory or beyond what the processor and the graphics card can handle and be competitive with, then that's when you're turning them off.
DAG is for Ethereum is like 2.8 right now.
Right.
So 3 gigabyte cards are useless.
They're done.
for Ethereum.
Yeah. As Ninja Grassmaster had found out,
He
because
can tell you that.
he got 3 gig cards, and as soon as the DAG file said it was too big, so we had to put him on some of that Raven coin, because the Raven coin is very GPU friendly. So I mean,
they just had the sale for the second boards of HiveOS. Yes, they did.
Yes.
They sold the first series and the second series boards. The second series boards were $1,300 a piece. First series were $600 a piece. They would buy back your original boards for $300 a piece. They're just not worth it right now, and you can't buy the boards right now. The sale was over. It lasted for like a week, and that was it. So you can't buy the boards right now. They haven't stated when they will re-release the sale to buy more boards. I think they're kind of waiting on people getting the boards first before they even think about releasing another sale, because they got a lot of heat from the last time, their last miners.
yeah, oh my god.
They didn't deliver them on time. Like nowhere near on time.
It's almost like all those people
waited months.
Yeah, and they're not the only ones that have done stuff
and by
like
that.
that.
Time, Bitmain crushed their coin, so people got their miners and they were a paperweight the moment they arrived.
Yep.
They couldn't do anything with them. So you'll see a lot of those miners for sale. Series 1, SC1, this SC1 Obelisk, you'll find those for a couple $100 new, because people they're useless. They are a paperweight unless you know how to build your own board, or
you can get your hands on the boards, the new
or you
ones.
get your hand on the board. And they're paperweight otherwise. People were pissed.
Oh my god.
People were suing the company because they paid for a product, and then when they got it, it couldn't do anything for them.
That's almost like Butterfly Labs.
Yeah, people were pissed.
Yeah.
But I mean, with every right, they paid $5,000 for a miner, and they get it, and they can't do anything with it.
Right.
They have to sell it for $100, and they're at loss, a huge loss.
Oh,
They don't even get to mine to make back some of their ROI.
Yeah.
They sell it because they can't do it, or they buy them, or if they were lucky enough, they got to buy some of the Series 1's cards. They lucked out. They could buy $600 a piece. Then they could sell the cards that are in the miner for $300. They could get one back. But they gave out a crap ton of coupons I was seeing for those people that didn't receive their miners on time. There were people walking away with brand new boards for free.
Right.
Because
and I think that's the only thing that got them not in hot water.
Saved them from that got them out of the hot water.
Yeah.
Was the fact that they gave away a lot of
right. Because that was some of the issue that Butterfly Labs had, was that they not only didn't deliver, and then when they did deliver, it wasn't half of what they were talking about, and the federal government came in and came down on them. Bam! Done. Yeah. And unfortunately, our friend Delirium Igniter actually bought one of those.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Delirium Igniter actually got one of those Butterfly Labs, unfortunately. And when he finally did get it, it didn't perform half of what it was supposed to.
Some weren't even pulling a quarter of what they were supposed to.
Nope.
With Bitmain, sometimes you get lucky and they say that they're going to give you this much hash rate, and you exceed that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's cool. You don't want to see it the other way around.
Right, and Bitmain's...
You're going to get 100 mega hash? Oh, you only get like 50?
Right, and with Bitmain, I can get myself one of those little SSD cards with a FAT32 on it, reflash it with the new Bitstream onto that, slip that sucker in there, and now I can overclock my Bitmain. Sexual.
Yeah. There's ways around it, guys. But
no, Cortec, I am looking into getting one. I kind of want to.
That Costa node looks pretty cool. Colin, TCTV has one. I was talking to him yesterday about it. And he said it's running really good. You know, he says that it's just...
Said it was easy to set up.
He said the interface is a little janky.
Yeah.
But to be expected, it's still brand new. Like, he just got his, like less than a month ago.
Right.
And
he said...
everybody's just now getting... No one else has had them yet. Like, everybody that's getting them now are just the first ones to have them. So, give them time. But for, what was it, $600?
Yeah.
He paid for his node, so that's a really good price for a Bitcoin node.
And then what the nodes do for the network is that the network gets supported on two fronts, and it allows it to where
transaction times.
Right, and it allows to where the miners don't just take control of everything either. It's got to be an agreement between the nodes and the miners.
It takes a community to
run
a village.
Right, got to have that consensus.
One person can't run a village. This won't happen.
Nope.
No matter what the government tells you.
No central control.
X-Files music.
Right. There we go.
Screenshot.
Right.
Someone's gonna meme that.
$1 million.
So he's buying a Nodl. I've heard of it. The Nodl node instead of the Casa node. I mean, no one has them yet, so it's kind of hard to say anything about them.
Right.
Casa node's out, functioning.
Right. And
It's a working product.
And what's nice about the nodes is that didn't they actually deny an upgrade?
Yeah.
I mean,
they denied an upgrade.
Right. I mean that's what's beautiful about the system. The node said
we don't want that. No, thank you. Somewhere else, please. This is an Apple or Android. You can't force the update upon me.
Right. You cannot force the updates. It's got to be unanimous.
Everybody has to agree.
Yeah, most certainly.
That was legitimate, yeah.
Alright, guys. We are approaching 2 hours.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're going to call it, yeah.
This will be our longest stream yet.
Yeah, right. And we have people that actually stuck around and watched. That's amazing. I mean, for all of you people, if you haven't smashed that like button, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe to my channel. You know, it's like I'm going to be definitely putting a lot of updates onto my channel. Definitely have this guy on there too. You know, this is my partner in crime on here. So you know, I guess where he goes, I go, he goes. You know, that good stuff.
Package deal, my friend.
Right. And since it looks like everybody is kind of winding down on all the questions, and it looks like we'll probably call it right here. And
so, yeah. have a good night, guys.
Right.
Enjoy the rest of 2018.
Right. Whenever you're having your New Year's festivities, please, everybody, be safe. Do not drink and drive, please. I do not want anybody to have issues. If you think you've had too many to drink, please. There are I know towns like by me that'll be free. There are buses that are usually free on New Year's. Taxis they'll be more than happy. They'd rather get you home safely than have you drive behind the wheel. And we agree with that too. Cannot agree with it more. If I got a drink on New Year's and I can't get home, I'm going to walk my happy ass home. I'm not going to get behind the wheel. I can get my car tomorrow. Be safe, guys. We want to see you on our next stream for sure, so we don't want anybody to have any of those DUIs.
Maybe we'll get something special for y'all tomorrow night. Or New Year's.
Right, maybe, yeah. We'll see. We'll have to. We'll do some talking. All right, guys, and thank you guys for sticking it out for as long as we have. And of course, like always, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out, guys.